Hi everyone, and welcome to NXT. December to Disassemble, the 6th year anniversary show. I'm Gene Okerlund here with Xander Harris and the Jackal. And today, before we even get this show started, Gene Okerlund said we want everybody to know that we got a new general manager, and that's Aries. Not really happy about it, Gene Okerlund said. Not at all. Me either, Xander Harris said. Not really happy about it at all. Well, I like the idea, Jackal says, that he's the new general manager now. Alright. First off, there's going to be some shifts going on here. Aries says, remember when we said that AJ Styles was going to meet Bigfoot? Well, as the general manager, I believe that wrestling fight would not be good. And how many times has AJ Styles actually fought Bigfoot? At least 2 times I can think of. So I don't think AJ Styles is going to be fighting Bigfoot. Also, and the one I believe shed and the one I believe should fight him and I can't even. Well, let's just face it. I can't seek to find the man that I speak of. And this is always bad. Well, if it's, and I don't think that was right, Gene Okerlund says. I mean, AJ Styles was going to meet Bigfoot, and now Aries just came along and shifted it. Well, you gotta like Aries' new behavior, the Jackal says. You gotta like how he does things. Well, I can't seem to seek the one I want, Aries said. I was gonna go with you, Miz, but I couldn't seek you. Where did you go? I don't think it's right, Xander Harris says. So, well, unless he's in that bin, no. That would be too flawless. Well, while we seek to do that, well, Aries tries to seek who he's looking for. Let's go back to what happened. Let's go back and see what happened to allow Aries to even be in power. More like being troll would actually be the word. Well, I can't seem to seek him. We're wasting time, Aries says. That's so sad. Yeah, that has to be the new rule, Aries says. Well, it was going to be you, Miz, but couldn't seek where you were at. So, well, I think we need someone who can really do a good job. And Miz, I will be talking with you if I can seek you, Aries says. We don't know where the hell you were. But I think that someone what? It's Seth Rollins now. Yeah, Aries. Good for you. You're back as a general manager again. And guess what, Aries? You can't deliver shit. We waste half of the time seeking the Miz. You don't remember where you put him. Right, Aries. You don't remember where you put the Miz, yeah. Well, wherever you put him at, and then you forgot about him. That's your fault. Number 2, Aries. I don't even know why you even in power. You're gonna fuck everything up like you already did. Well, and AJ Styles and Bigfoot, they worked very hard to be able to get a wrestling fight. Yeah, well, guess what? The rest of that wrestling fight ain't happening. AJ Styles and Bigfoot ain't wrestling here on December Disassemble on NXT. Yeah, I'm pushing that to Christmas Chaos. That's going to be Bigfoot and AJ Styles. Yeah. And I suppose you're also going to say that Asuka and Gil Kim aren't going to wrestle either. You know what? How about we have a match with you, Aries, since you want to fuck everything up? You know, since you want to go out of your way to unlook everyone. Oh, you want to unlook me, Seth Rollins. You want to unlook me. Well, good thing you're not going to be... You're not going to be unlooking me at all. And AJ Styles and Bigfoot going to wrestle tomorrow on Impact. But since you had to come out and unlook me, then guess what? You're going to get it. And your belt's on the line. Well, Gene Okerlund said apparently we're going to have AJ Styles and Bigfoot wrestle tomorrow on Impact. And I'm guessing Asuka and Gil Kim are going to wrestle sometime next week, I guess. Well, oh yeah, this is for the Pennsylvania Folk Wealth Championship. You know, and Seth Rollins basically blamed Aries for not being able to seek the Miz, wasting time. As usual, we can never seek to find someone we want. We forget where we put them. The Jackal says it ain't Aries' fault that nobody remembers what bin, chest, or crate, that they put a wrestler in. And now Seth Rollins, Gene Okerlund said, said a Jackal. Well, Gene Okerlund said Seth Rollins going after Aries here. And Aries has knocked him down. Yeah. Xander Harris says, Aries changing the laws, as you shifting the laws. And knocked down Seth Rollins now. Aries picked him up and body slammed him. Aries, the new general manager, Gene Okerlund says. Yeah, I guess we'll get used to seeing general manager Aries. We'll start saying that all the time. Xander Harris said, boot right in the face. Yeah, I guess we'll have to, the Jackal says. Seth Rollins, he's so bold when he came out and said shit about Aries. Oh! And Aries right now having an advantage, but Seth Rollins coming back again. Knocked Aries right out of the ring. Seth Rollins doing that one thing he does. And remember, this is for the TWF Pennsylvania Folk Wealth Fighting Ship. And Seth Rollins trying to pick up Aries and body slam the ring. And don't forget, Gene Okerlund said, don't forget what Matt Striker did on SmackDown Live on Tuesday. I haven't forgotten, Xander Harris said. No one's forgotten. Yeah, he's going to try to screw each other over, I think. That's what he's going to do. Jen Jackal says, 1, 2. No, ain't counting. Why? You don't understand, Matt Striker says. Matt Striker says, oh! And Seth Rollins just took down Matt Striker. That means we don't got a referee. Curve stomp. Means we don't got a referee now. And someone new's going to have to come in and take over for the first referee. And Aries somehow convinced Matt Striker that he had to start refereeing. I don't know why, he just did. And Gene Okerlund said, well, anyway, and here's the point that we just want to make this out. Right now, Xander Harris says, this shit is just continuation just going on of what happened on SmackDown Live. Well, you gotta like it, the Jackal says. We got a new referee in the ring now. We got a new Shield right in the ring. He's going to do the count. 1, 2. Well, Aries just kicked out. So, obviously, Aries just kicked out of it. And we got another referee in the ring now. And Seth Rollins, Aries picked him up and put him down. And the new Shield rider in here until we find seat out where we put the other one at. And Aries right now ain't happy about it. Aries wants to try to put Seth Rollins out. Why don't you? Well, Aries trying to put him out. Okay, get out of the ring. And now Matt Striker's back in the ring now. So I guess we really don't need the other referee and the other Shield, right? And what's Matt Striker going to do? Aries telling Matt Striker just to hold Seth Rollins so he can hit him. You got to feel sad for Matt Striker, Gene Okerlund said. Yeah, Xander Harris said. Aries basically made him be a referee long before he became general manager. I don't know how this all happened, and Jackal says, or what story Seth Rollins, what story. Wait a minute. Oh! I don't know what story. Seth Rollins, Aries just knocked down Matt Striker instead. Curve stomp. And Seth Rollins just threw out Matt Striker. Now the other referee's in the ring. The other Shield right's in the ring now, Gene Okerlund said. He's going to do a 1, 2, 3. Xander here said, no. The Jackal said, no, don't. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. And still, TWF Pennsylvania Folk Wealth Champ fighter, Seth Rollins. Well, Seth Rollins has beat Aries, the general manager here, on SmackDown, NXT, December to Disassemble, the 6-year anniversary show. And I understand that Gorilla Monsoon has something to say. Seth Rollins, you were lucky when you got past Aries, but don't you know that Aries has now made you a marked man? I know this, Gorilla Monsoon. I know Aries has made me a marked man. And I know sooner or later, Aries is going to try to find a way to get back at everyone who's onlooked him. But look at it. We were trying to seat the Miz, couldn't seat the Miz, since Aries forgot what chest Ben or Crady put him in. And then on top of that, Aries basically made AJ Styles and Bigfoot not wrestle here, and then unshifted the fight. But I don't mind, Gorilla Monsoon. I know I'm going to be a marked man by Aries. Just like Hercules and Wonder Woman, just like Kurt Angle, and just like Braun Strowman and sundry others who Aries doesn't like. But I'm not afraid of that. I beat Aries. That proved he can be beaten. Well, Gene Okerlund said, thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. Anyway, back to you, Gene Okerlund. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. Anyway, I understand you at least got the contract signing going on between Asuka and Gil Kim. The last time that Asuka and Gil Kim will wrestle. We have not seen Asuka in some time, but her feet are having binds, seeking to keep her up. And we understand that the general manager of the women's division, Alexa Bliss, is going to oversee this, Gene Okerlund says. Yeah, probably is, the Jackal says. She's going to. Well, Xander Harris said another one of Aries' friends. That's how she got the job. No, Kurt Angle gave Alexa Bliss the job, Xander Harris, the Jackal said, before Aries became general manager. So it wasn't Aries naming her. It was Kurt Angle. But you know she's one of Aries' friends, Xander Harris says. Oh, we know not true, Gene Okerlund says. Anyway, I'm overseeing this contract signing between Gail Kim and Asuka. Now, your wrestling fight has been pushed back. Apparently it won't happen until, well, at least if it's not going to happen until either, I'm going to say 205 Live or Monday Night Raw or SmackDown Live or NXT or Explosion. Or Impact, my mistake. But you understand what is at stake, what we're booking. The last time, the 2 times that Asuka has faced you, Gil, Asuka's beat you. The other times, Gil, you never beat Asuka. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, Gail Kim says, that's true. Look up Asuka fight Gail Kim on YouTube, and you will find that I beat Asuka more times than she beats me. But as far as the Toy Wrestling Federation goes, yeah, that's true. Asuka beat me 2 times. But guess what, Asuka? I will beat you. Gil, I don't know if you can beat me. You see, you didn't beat me the first 2 times we wrestled, and you're not going to beat me this time. Now, you could say this was and at Christmas Chaos, you're going to lose to me for a 3rd time. Ain't that going to be funny? You know what the funniest thing is, Asuka, and the funniest thing is, Gail Kim, that neither of you have ever beaten me. You see, the funniest thing is Gail Kim, you never fought me, Alexa Bliss says. And Asuka, the times you fought me, you were damn lucky you won. But that's not about me. Point is, did you both book your names down? Yeah. Just to let you know, I don't like you two, and you don't like me. But you will unlook me since I am the general manager of the TWF Women's Division. And let me tell you one more thing, Gail. You can run your mouth all you want, but when I beat you for the 3rd time, what are you going to do? Nothing. What are you going to do, Gail Kim says, when I beat you? Well, apparently the contract signing is going on here. Or it was. You know, Alexa Bliss getting out of the ring now, Gene Okerlund says. And now Gail Kim trying to come after Asuka. But Asuka got her down. Oh! And the Asuka, that kick she always does. And Asuka just took down Gail Kim with that kick. And I'm sure Asuka and Gail Kim do unlook each other. Each of them is aware of each other's, skills. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We will hope you like this episode of TWF. Well, that's all the time we have here for TWF December to Disassemble NXT one special, our 6-year anniversary of being on YouTube. Well, that's all the time we have here. Gene Okerlund, Xander Harris, and the Jackal. Hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for SmackDown for Impact.